What you are about to see did happen.
Stop it!
I spit on your grave.
You little bitch.
Somebody help me! You won't get away with this!
Let me help.
I spit on your grave. I spit. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm Sexy Nerd Girl's boyfriend. Today we're doing a special review of two Blu-rays. Called Classic and a remake. A culty and a re. Hey, you hold the old one. Thank you. You're into old women. That's just very weird. Should have been called I Spit on Your Ass. Everyone knows that these two films are very controversial. Well, they're both about rape and revenge. This is I Spit on Your Grave, unrated version. Now, Mike, can we get your thoughts on this? Because Kat and I went to the press screening, and we have a review of it somewhere. Yep. Now, what do you think about this? Give us a quick little Mike mini review. Thank you. It's actually an excellent made film. And I thought it was just going to be all about the shock value, and it is shocking, but it just stays in your head days later after you watch it. What I didn't like about it, well, I thought the actor who played the, how should I put this, mentally challenged character didn't do such a great job, and it took me out of the story every time I saw him on screen. So this was a cult classic. At one point, it was actually banned. It was cut, recut, rated R, rated X, and then it became so popular because it was banned that it became the cult classic that it is today. That's why they did the remake. Actually, the transfer is not that great. You can actually see the emotion. Special feature of the director basically talks about the process of making this film back in the 70s and how hard it was. So you got a commentary with the producer and the director on this one. You also have a little bit behind the scenes of Jennifer Hill's return. That's the character in these films. And interviews with the cast and crew, which is interesting. Yeah. I found. A lot of people are watching this thinking, what? Should I watch this movie? Should I watch that movie? What should I do here? If you're a diehard Grindhouse fan and like 70s horror cinema, you're gonna love this film if you haven't seen it. They don't really show true emotion in horror films anymore. How's that cookie? Idea of putting rape on the screen, is that a good idea? It happens, man. You always say, get real, this is real. I know, so let's talk for real, for real. Sometimes they hold things back, and directors aren't allowed to go to their dark spots. They just used the revenge plot to show the rape, or did they use the rape plot to show the revenge? Oh, she gets revenge, so it's okay to show this. I think to justify the revenge, the director had to think up the worst thing that could be done to a person, and one of them has to be multiple rape. They killed her uncle. It wouldn't justify what she did. The good thing about the film is it shows true human nature. Like, that happens every day. In some parts of the world, it's the most common crime. In some parts of the world, it's not even a crime. People get away with it. A director came along and said, you know, I'm gonna... Well, he actually based it on a true event that he saw. He saw some girl being raped in a park, and he actually saved her. His idea for the film was always about women get their revenge, Day of the Women. Which film did a better job of really getting that revenge for you? I did connect to both of them, and they're in different ways. So in the original, I felt like she was stronger. She became a stronger person in the end. She didn't flinch or anything like that. In the remake, she was just way more creative. Almost reminded me of like Seven. More like a really focused serial killer. Everything was well planned out. In the original, she used her sex appeal to attract the men to kill, to get them in a trap. That one, she just brutally tricked them. You have super funny things and then super gruesome things happening at the same time. As an audience, you don't know how to feel. I appreciate films that make you question how you feel about this. And it's a conversation stimulator afterwards, even though it is an awkward conversation stimulator. Why did I use the word stimulator? Overall, would you recommend this to somebody? Not really. You walk into the office? No. Hey guys, I saw a film called I Spit on Your Grave. I definitely wouldn't recommend it to females. Kat liked it. Well, she's a different breed of girl, right? I'd say about 90% of the people I know, as friends, family, I wouldn't recommend this to. I'm just saying that I enjoyed it. If you're over 18, check it out if you're interested. It's about rape. It says right on the box, if you can handle it, then see it. And you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left, all of these original
movies from the 70s, then I suggest to actually go out and rent these and experience them.
This lesson of the original and the remake of these films is to never go camping. Never go to the country, never go to the cottage.
I feel that both of them did a very good job of showing a brutal action happen and then a justified revenge. The remake, for me personally, is better because it's clearly updated to our times. It's not as silly, it's not as honky, it's more believable. The original has no budget whatsoever. It looks like it was shot on 16mm
Fruit Loop.
It's Grindhouse. It's supposed to look like, some of the acting that takes place here is ridiculous. I could never imagine how they filmed these things.
Vaseline.
Mike, what would you give the film?
Original solid 8, the remake 8.5.
I give the original a 7 out of 10. Some of the camera work could have been a little bit sturdier.
They didn't have tripods in the 70s.
Apparently they didn't. The pacing is a little bit off. In the remake, you see the moment when he gets the idea in his head.
And they seem way more evil right off the bat.
Exactly.
These guys are actually friendly. You're like, these are funny, cool guys.
Yeah, that was another direction to take. Be like, I like these guys, and then the audience sort of is with them, and then they do something horrible. Yeah. But the transition is not well in this movie. So, Mike, I think I'm going to go and watch Barney's Big Adventure now.
I'm tired of the serious subject matter of rape.
So if you're interested in these films, we have an interview with Sarah Butler, and that took place at Fan Expo, and you can watch that video here.
Boom!
And if you want to follow Mike or I on Twitter, those links are in the underbar.
Always in the underbar.
Oh, that's good.